And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the NNSCRA National Guard Custom Car Series as we prepare for the first race of the season here at Daytona International Speedway. This is the Daytona 500, the race that starts it all off here this season. I'm Seth Cole, and we're getting ready for one exciting race, no doubt about that. And we have some great drivers here, 42 of them in customized cars. Not the kind of cars you normally would see every day on a normal racing circuit. These cars have been personally designed for each driver, and we are going to show you the front two rows here, and then we'll get them rolling off. We'll introduce you to everybody else during the course of the race. On the pole for this race is going to be RJ, I believe his last name is Ransma. Let me just quickly look here. I want to make sure I say it correctly. Okay, Bansma, RJ Bansma. He'll be starting off on the pole. Alongside of him is going to be Joseph Collard in the 69 car. Alongside of them in row 2, you've got Lena Skinner, and to the high side of her is going to be Dunn Laprade. You guys are going to have to bear with me. There are a lot of different names in here. A lot of names I'm not completely familiar with, and so I may end up messing up on some of them. If I do, I beg your indulgence. But nonetheless, we have gotten the command to fire the engines, so these cars will roll off. They will complete a pace lap, and then we will put them underneath the green flag. So RJ Bansma, there, I got it correct that time, is going to be on the pole. And he's got a teammate back there as well. So as they roll off here, we're going to go on board with one of our drivers here today. We're going to talk with the number 52 of Seth Cole, starting off from the 34th position. See if we can get his opinion about this race. Hey Seth, it's Seth Cole up here in the studio's booth. Have you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Okay, well Seth, you're starting back in the 34th position, quite a ways back here at Daytona. Is that going to be a problem, or do you think you can get up to the front from being at the back of the pack?
Well, certainly at Daytona, the number one key thing to do is just survive, especially when we got a race that's going to be as long as this. But I think you're going to see a lot of 3 and 4 wide racing early on. Once the pit stops end up taking place, if we go into a long green flag run, the field will get spread out, and then it'll kind of have like an accordion effect. It'll start to squeeze back together, and then you'll have a lot of pack racing again. But I'm expecting really hard racing early on, and then near the end, again, really hard racing, a little break in between when we have the pit stops. So we'll just try and hope that we've got the pit strategy the way it has to be, so we'll be around at the end. But I know that we got a real strong Krispy Kreme number 52 Chevrolet. Guys worked so hard on it, and it was pretty fast in practice, but we just didn't get the qualifying lap we wanted. So we'll just try working our way through the field and hope we can stay out of trouble, be around to the end.
Alright, well you're starting off from 34th position. Certainly it's got to be go time for you, so hold her wide open and good luck.
Alright, thanks. Hope you enjoy the race up there in the booth. I know I'm going to enjoy it down here. 50 laps of racing, we're really going to look forward to it, and hope that maybe we can get to victory lane.
Alright, so Seth Cole getting ready to roll off, and this race, folks, it is just mere moments from getting underway as the green flag is displayed and RJ Bansma gets us underway. 30 laps of racing here at Daytona. Who's going to survive? Who's going to be the Daytona 500 champion and win the first race of the season? But I tell you what, Jason Collard, he got a big run there on the high side in the 69, but now he's lost his drafting partner in Lena Skinner. And now Max Skinner becomes the drafting partner down low for RJ Bansma. Bansma is going to take the lead heading into turn 3, it looks like. Although, here comes Max Skinner with Anthony McCurry and T.O. Bain down low. And I think, yeah, Max Skinner, he makes the 3-wide move, and he's going to go to the front. He's being drafted by the number 98 of Anthony McCurry. And McCurry is going to kind of go into a little bit of a 2-car tandem right there with the Coca-Cola Ford of Max Skinner. Here comes T.O. Bain in the 66 Domino's Pizza Toyota. And he will come to the inside. He is going to get the lead They're swapping the position of numero uno around quite a bit right now. Right behind him, that's where you find Luke Martin in the 6. Dollar General, the paint scheme there for that car. You got Alexander Dawson there in the 711 Chevrolet, along with Mike Dawson in the Dr. Pepper number 5. They're 3 wide now. And I believe, yeah, I saw the 14 car. That is, of course, Jack Richards moving up here. And also, I believe that is, yeah, Leah Walker in the 2 car coming up here as well. There's also Jake Rogers. Jake Rogers, a.k.a. Mr. Stewart 1420. He's the driver that helped me with most of these paint schemes. So once again, a big shout out and thank you to him for helping me design several of these race cars, as Michael Dawson is the new leader out in front here in the Daytona 500. We're on lap 3 of 30. Leah Walker looking to the inside, but doesn't look like she's going to be able to quite make the move. Here comes the number 19 directly behind. That is Zohar Manud. That car sponsored this week by Sony. I believe next week's going to be sponsored by Jeff Daniels. And to the inside of him comes Ryan Cooper in the Gatorade Dodge. And, oh, they're wrecking in the back. Oh, that's a big wreck. Oh my goodness, that looked like Dunlapred that was sideways. Caution's going to be out. Dunlapred is in it. Oh, there's David Rochester involved. Lena Skinner. Alexander Dawson. It looked like Harui Tashimi. It is indeed Dylan Poteet. There's the Mopar Dodge heavy damage. Zach Buchanan looks like he could have gotten involved in it. Anthony McCurry was involved. Luke Martin was in it. That was a big pileup. There's the David Rochester machine I was just talking about. He's involved. Brandon Bain. He may have been in it, in the 21. Who else is that right there? That's one of the monster cars. That's Charles Jackson. Oh, heavy front end damage to the number 29. Look further up here. There's Max Skinner. He's got damage. He's getting bypassed by his sister Lena Skinner right there, who I believe was involved. Sean Henley sustained some damage from that. Oh, and there's also Pinwayne. Oh, there's Seth Cole. He's involved. Well, the caution is out. And a lot of drivers are involved in this one. The leader under the caution is going to be, looks like Michael Dawson over Leah Walker, then Ryan Cooper, then Barney Ward is up to 4th. And look who's moved into 5th place. Theo Stiegel is now in 5th in the Hershey Chevrolet. Caution's out though. Let's take a look at a replay. Well, here's what happened. Looks like they went 4 wide. Anthony McCurry, I think he's going to make some contact with the right rear of Dunlapred. It sends him up the racetrack, up into Sean Henley. Luke Martin, Alexander Dawson, nowhere to go. Max Skinner also in it. Look at Ben Ward just get by on the inside. Harui Tashimi gets involved. 29 of Charles Jackson, he's going to just barely get involved right there. Oh, Seth Cole's involved. David Rochester back there. Tim Walsh got a piece of it as well. Didn't see that. And then, of course, we know Luke Martin was in it. David Rochester. And, oh, there's what happened to Seth Cole. He got into, I believe that's Charles Jackson. And that sent him down into the inside retaining wall, I think. Let's see for certain if that's the case. Also, we know Sean Henley was involved. Yep, Seth Cole gets the inside wall. There's Charles Jackson's machine, David Rochester. Lena Skinner was in it. Max Skinner back there. I think that's Brandon Bain in the 21. I also see Zach Buchanan in the Ford. Dylan Poteet, heavy damage in that light powder blue Mopar Dodge. Harui Tashimi, Alexander Dawson, Anthony McCurry, Luke Martin. Then we also, I think, had some damage on the number 60 of Philip Wynn. Oh, yeah, he I think Seth Cole, let's rewind just a little bit. I think Seth Cole may have came back up on the racetrack. Yeah, he did. When he hit the wall, his car snapped around on him, and it came back up the racetrack, and there was nowhere for Philip Wynn in the 60 to go. That's a hard hit for the 60. And we are under the caution flag for a huge incident occurring on lap 3. And we will now prepare to go back under the green flag here at Daytona. Back to green flag racing we will go. And the drivers out of the race after all of this occurred are Max Skinner, Dunn LaPrade, Alexander Dawson, Dylan Poteet, Brandon Bain, Charles Jackson, Anthony McCurry, David Rochester, Luke Martin, Seth Cole, and Philip Wynn. So a lot of drivers retiring from the race after that huge wreck. Here's the drivers we got inside the top 10. We may be able to go further back. Michael Dawson leads. Leo Walker is second. Third is Ben Ward. I'm sorry, not Ben. That's Barney Ward. Theo Stiegel is now up to fourth. Evan Gattuso is suddenly up here in fifth. Then you got Rick Jarrett. He is running in sixth. Seventh is T.O. Bain. Eighth is Jack Richards. Ninth is Leo Rogers. And Jake Rogers runs in 10th. Jason Collard, who started on the outside of the front row, he's 11th. 12th is Christopher Martin. 13th place is where we find Jake Cole. 14th is Aaron Williams. 15th is Brad Smith. Pichu runs in 16th. 17th is RJ Bansma, our pole sitter. Trent Dunham's back in 18th. 19th is Ryan Cooper. Zohar Manute is 20th. Brad Namia runs 21st. 22nd, Jake Baskinger. Tim Walsh is 23rd. 24th is Red Bell. 25th is Ben Ward. 26th is Jackson Braun. 27th, Zach Buchanan. Lena Skinner is 28th. 29th is Haruri Tashimi. Ryan Wayne runs back in 30th. And 31st is Sean Henley. Those are the cars left on the racetrack. 31 cars out of our original 42, which means a total of 11 have retired after a huge wreck occurring back on lap number 3. Well, these drivers did not make pit stops. So we're going to see just exactly when they're going to have to come down pit road as the green flag comes back out on lap 9 of 30. Michael Dawson leads the way. Of course, his teammate, Alexander Dawson, was taken out in this latest wreck. So he's not going to have any friends out there, no drafting partners. However, well, I can't say friends, but no drafting partners as of yet. He's got to wait for drivers such as Christopher Martin and Aaron Williams to come up because we know of the alliance between the Williams and the Dawsons. So a little alliance going on down low. Two Pepsi-related drivers. Barney Ward in the Amp Energy Chevrolet, Evan Gattuso in the Diet Pepsi Chevrolet, the 88 and the 81. They're working together down there. They've also picked up the Monster Energy Chevrolet of Jack Richards and Jake Rogers down there as well. You got Amp, Pepsi, Monster Energy, and Amp. As we are seeing some other drivers working their way through the field here. I saw Jake Cole back there. Don't think we've heard the last of him. Jason Collard starting to work his way back up to the front. He's now taken the 5th position from Evan Gattuso. But it's all going on behind Michael Dawson, who's got... I don't know if you really would consider Barney Ward a teammate. No, you really wouldn't. But High Octane Racing, pretty happy right now with the way that Michael Dawson is staying out in front and not allowing anybody by. Of course, High Octane Racing was hoping Alexander Dawson be able to stay in longer than he did, but that was not going to be the case. Here comes Charles Jackson to the inside. Or that's not Charles Jackson. Jackson's retired. Jack Richards, rather. Charles Jackson and Jack Richards, they run mirror paint schemes each and every week. So it kind of is difficult to tell who is who until you see the side of the race car with their number. 14 being Jack Richards and the 29 being Charles Jackson. Seeing new drivers inside the top 10. 4th place now is Christopher Martin, and Pichu has moved up to the 5th position in the Netflix Chevrolet number 99. Well, Jason Collard to the inside. He will take the top spot. First time that the 69's been out front. He did pretty much almost stay out in front on the start of this race when he started in the 2nd position, but of course the inside line started to gang up on him and he lost the lead heading into turn 2. And speaking of losing the lead, he's just lost it again, this time to the Verizon Wireless Chevrolet of Christopher Martin, but maybe not for long. He's going to keep that for just a split second because Pichu comes to the inside line and he will take the lead. In the 99, he's got right behind him Rick Jarrett, a teammate to our pole sitter RJ Bansma. And RJ, can't see him, so I don't know where he is, but I was expecting to see the 68 and the 38 working together, and so far we haven't seen much evidence of that. T.O. Bain's up here. Brad Smith in the 45 Nike car. That's a Toyota. Good run right now for him. And Theo Stiegel emerged back inside the top 5. Aaron Williams was actually in the 5th position. He just lost it to Theo Stiegel. So Williams has gotten up here into the top 5 at one point as well. Pichu leads the way. Right now, we've gone into a little bit of a green flag run. We went back to green flag racing on lap 8. So far, we've completed 5 laps without a caution coming out. This is pretty nice. They're not really pushing and shoving each other from what I can see. They are drafting, but they're not bump drafting. They're not getting right up and pushing the other car in front of them. Giving a nice little bit of a leeway on each other. Let's go on board with a few drivers. Why don't we first go on board with the car that's running right... Well, actually, no, we'll go on board with the car that's making the move there for second. Zohar Manoud in that Chevrolet. Let's go on board with him. See him getting a run here. He may be able to go to the inside. Has he got any drafting help, though? Nope, he's getting bypassed now by, I believe that was Michael Dawson. Look at how the car gets freight trained down here. Ryan Cooper goes by. Jake Cole goes by. There's just no drafting help there. I'll tell you a driver who is getting drafting help, and that is Michael Dawson. That's the 38, I believe, of Rick Jarrett helping him out there as they go by Leo Walker. Let's go up to the front view of that race car as he is all over the back bumper of Pichu. He now moves to the inside, and Mike Dawson is going back to the front. So Mike Dawson's going to lead the way again. You know, there's a few drivers we haven't really heard of, and I was talking about RJ Bansma, our pole sitter. Well, he's actually all the way back at the tail end of this field. Maybe a little strategy playing out there for the pole sitter. You never know. I'll tell you what, a lot of these drivers that retired from the race, they were up on the pit box of their fellow teammates trying to cheer them on. Alexander Dawson, I'm pretty certain, has gone over to the pit box of Michael Dawson. Dylan Poteet, he's gone over to the pit box, I'm pretty certain, of Ryan Cooper. Got Charles Jackson, who I'm sure has gone over to the pit box of Jack Richards. All these teammates wanting to see how their other fellow drivers are going to do out here on the racetrack. And here comes the Twix Ford of Jake Cole, the 05 car. I believe next week that car is going to be sponsored by Five Guys Burgers and Fries, which I have only seen one of in my lifetime, and that was when I was down south, down around... I think I was down in Maryland. But I didn't stop there, though. Anyway, here comes Leo Rogers. Here comes Christopher Martin. And 3 wide comes Jack Richards. And look who he's got in tow. Aaron Williams. Now, Aaron Williams was originally scheduled to drive a number 34 LA Kings car. However, the LA Kings won the NHL championship, and so the paint scheme had to be very quickly redone to accommodate for that. So he's driving the NHL Champions scheme for the LA Kings now, which he'll race for the rest of the season. If the Kings had not won the NHL Championship, he would just be driving a normal LA Kings paint scheme. So certainly a little bit of a surprise for everybody, and paint crew had to get quickly get that paint scheme done so that he'd be able to race it here at Daytona. Here comes a very interesting ride. Oh, wait a minute, someone's blowing up. That's the 14 car. Jack Richards is blowing up. What in the world? Running in the second position, Richards' car lets go. And, oh, what a shame. Oh, he had such a good car, and he was coming to the front just like that, and in a blink of an eye, that car is just smoking. And while that's happening, pit stops are being made. Evan Gattuso's on pit road. Theo Stiegel, Jake Cole. So green flag pit stops are being made here. Christopher Martin as well is on pit road. But what a tough break there for the 14 of Jack Richards. Michael Dawson, the leader that was leading at that point, he's on pit road. Aaron Williams and Pichu, they're on pit road as well. So who would that mean is going to come down pit road now? This is the first group. Second group, I would think, would be comprised of drivers such as Brad Anamia and others. Anamia will not come down this time. Here they come. Leo Rogers is coming. Rick Jarrett is coming, and T.O. Bain. This is the second group of cars. Barney Ward, Leah Walker, she's also coming down. Remember, in this kind of race, it's always a good idea to pit with a group of cars. Now, Leo Rogers, his car, you can barely see the O2. Next week at Phoenix, the O2 will be visible on that race car. He's going to still be driving the Penske truck rental next week at, I believe it's at Phoenix. Jason Collard, he's on pit road in the 69. So who's the next group to come down pit road? And it will be Ben Ward, and he's coming down all by himself. Now Ben Ward, he's driving the Foster's Chevrolet, and up till before I did this paint scheme, I never knew what Foster's was. It's an Australian beer. So, you learn something new every day. But Ben Ward, he's all by himself here. Tim Walsh also coming down pit road. He was involved in that first incident, been running at the back pretty much all day long in the Walmart Chevrolet, but still, he's running on the racetrack. There's Ryan Wayne in the 39. We'll see if Michael Dawson's going to cycle around as the leader. He's listed in the 12th position. So we got to look up through here and see. Oh, there's Trent Dunham. He's now coming down pit road in the 9 car. He was listed 3rd last time by. So the leader would go to these guys. Brad Namia leading. Ryan Cooper in 2nd will actually make it now Ryan Cooper leading and Brad Namia 2nd. They are being listed in 1st and 2nd, but I don't think they've made a pit stop yet. They may have to come down. Looks like the Dodges are trying to stretch it. We just saw Trent Dunham come down all by himself. Maybe Ryan Cooper and Brad Namia. Maybe the Dodges are getting better fuel mileage. We'll see if they're going to come down pit road. I don't think they've made a pit stop. I think they're slowing here. They are indeed. They are now going to have to make their pit stops. Are Ryan Cooper and Brad Namia. They're going to give up positions 1 and 2 to come down pit road. Zach Buchanan is also on pit road. Sean Henley on pit road in the Viagra Chevrolet. See if anybody else is on pit road here. Yep, Harui Tashimi just finished up her pit work. So the Gatorade Dodge is going to make his pit stop is Ryan Cooper. Red Bell also on pit road, and Zohar Manood. Notice, all 4 of them are Dodges. Those lead cars, all 4 are Dodges. Jake Baskinger was running in 5th, and he's now making a pit stop. That's a Toyota. Here comes Jackson Braun in the Snickers Peanut Butter Toyota, number 57. He was running in 8th, and this, I believe, is the lead pack. Michael Dawson, Jake Rogers, Leo Rogers, Pichu, Jake Cole, Aaron Williams. And they will move on by these other drivers making their pit stops here, but I'm finding it very interesting that the drivers that came down last, that 4 of them were Dodges. Ryan Cooper, Zohar Manood, Red Bell, and Brad Namia. Very, very interesting. Well, Michael Dawson leads the way. They're going to go around Zach Buchanan, who is a little bit slower. Pichu got held up behind Buchanan. But Michael Dawson continues to lead the way. Now the question here to me is, will they have to make pit stops again? And if the caution comes out, would you gamble and come down pit road? Here comes Aaron Williams to the inside. First time we've seen him up in the lead in the 34 car. Well, cycles of pit stops have been completed. We got about 8 laps to go. Let's show you who is running where. Right now it's Aaron Williams, Leo Rogers 2nd, Jake Rogers trying to take 3rd place to move Michael Dawson back to 4th. Oh, there was a spin on the back straightaway. I don't know who that was. We'll try and catch up on that. Trent Dunham is in 5th, 6th is Brad Smith, 7th Jake Cole, 8th is Rick Jarrett, and Christopher Martin runs in 9th. 10th place is Pichu. Pole sitter RJ Bansma, he's 11th. 12th place is going to be Ryan Cooper. 14th is Zohar Manood. 15th is Barney Ward. 16th is Jason Collard. 17th Theo Stiegel. 18th is Jake Baskinger. 19th is Ben Ward. 20th place is where we find Brad Namia. 21st is T.O. Bain. Red Bell 22nd. 23rd Leah Walker. Then you got Lena Skinner and Tim Walsh in 23rd, 24th. Evan Gattuso is in 25th. 26th place is Ryan Wayne. 27th, Rui Tashimi. Jackson Braun in 28th, and then back up to the front where the Leo Rogers and Jake Rogers contingent is working here with about 7 laps to go. We're going to take a quick break, come back for the finish. You're watching the National Guard Custom Car Series on the NSCRA Sports Channel. Welcome back here to the NNSCRA National Guard Custom Car Series as we got Brad Smith out in front, but now Christopher Martin has just taken the lead. This is the closing stage of the Daytona 500, and you're looking at the drivers, basically, they're still in it to win it. I apologize, I'm trying to fix my microphone here. Okay, it has been fixed now. Christopher Martin, Jake Rogers there, and the Amp Energy Dodge is there. Mike Dawson, he's been in this top 5 almost all day. Aaron Williams is there, Leo Rogers is there, Rick Jarrett, as well as Jake Cole and Trent Dunham. That's a total of 9 cars still in it to win it. And it's going to come down to the wire here, no doubt about that, after we ended up having pretty big wreck here in the beginning of this race. And since then, they have done a pretty good job of keeping it together and keeping it clean and green. But the field is definitely spread out as Christopher Martin, he continues to lead. He's actually got a bit of an advantage over Michael Dawson. That's not normally a good thing here, as we've got a total of 3 laps remaining. Make it now 2.5 as they hit the back straightaway. Got some alliances that could go on here. You got Aaron Williams and Christopher Martin. They could work together. You could also throw Michael Dawson into that group there. As you see, that was, I believe, Ryan Wayne being bypassed there. They're coming up on some slower cars here. That's Rui Tashimi and Jackson Braun, and they have held up the Christopher Martin machine. Now they hold up Jake Cole. And this is not a good thing here, as there's 2 laps remaining. They've got 2 Toyotas that are holding them up. Rui Tashimi and Jackson Braun. And Jake Cole, he's trying to get to the inside. He does so, and he's going to get to the lead. Jake Cole is going to lead the way here with 1.5 laps remaining here in this event. Here comes some more drivers down to the inside line. That's Brad Smith in the 45, Rick Jarrett in the 38, Trent Dunham in the 9, and Brad Smith's going to go back to the lead. Brad Smith in the Nike Toyota going to lead the way. Leo Rogers now going to get down to the inside. Christopher Martin was able to get by, I think, on the high side. He's now right there behind Jake Cole. He's not out of this, but the white flag is displayed, and it's going to be for Brad Smith in the 45. Brad Smith going to try and start this season off with a bang and win the Daytona 500, but there's Trent Dunham. He's got a fellow Dodge behind him in Leo Rogers. Then it's the Chevy of Christopher Martin, who was out in front here around lap 27 to 28. Trent Dunham to the inside now. Here's a battle for the lead. This is maybe a battle for the win. Trent Dunham in the Sega Dodge going to go to the inside. Christopher Martin is right there behind him. So it's Brad Smith and Leo Rogers up high. Trent Dunham and Christopher Martin down low. Here comes another 2-car tandem and Rick Jarrett and Jake Cole, but is it too late? It's going to be Trent Dunham. Will Christopher Martin look to the inside here? He's trying. He's going to try and go to the inside. Rick Jarrett goes 3 wide, and Trent Dunham on the high side wins the Daytona 500. Great run right there for the number 9 team. Trent Dunham is going to start off the season with the win here at Daytona. Christopher Martin finishes a very respectable second. And how about Rick Jarrett? Good run for him. Teammate to the guy who started on the pole today, RJ Banzma. But Rick Jarrett, great run in 3rd place. But Trent Dunham, unbelievable job. A great win for the number 9 team. Let's take a look at the finishing order as Trent Dunham has won the Daytona 500 in the NNSCRA National Guard Custom Car Series. Now, 6/100ths of a second. That's what the advantage was that Trent Dunham won this race by. Certainly not a large margin, but quite a good job there nonetheless by Trent Dunham, and Christopher Martin just oh so close. Rick Jarrett ended up going 3 wide there. He started in 38th, and he finishes the day in 3rd. Brad Smith finishes 4th after starting in 41st. And Jake Cole, after starting 35th, he finishes in the 5th position. He finishes in 35th. Leo Rogers, he'll get 6th. Michael Dawson, he led the most laps today, so he's going to get even more bonus points for that. He finishes in 7th. Aaron Williams finishes in the 8th position. Jake Rogers will finish 9th. And our pole sitter RJ Bansma will finish in 10th place. So a good run for both him and his teammate Rick Jarrett. Pichu going to finish the day off at 11th. Barney Ward going to finish in 12th. Ben Ward is going to finish in 13th. Ryan Cooper 14th. Zohar Manood 15th. Joshua Collard's going to finish in 16th. Leah Walker in 17th. 18th, Red Bell. Jake Baskiger 19th. And T.O. Bain is going to finish in the 20th position. As we look further down here, 21st place is where we find Theo Stiegel. Brad Namia in 22nd. Lena Skinner will finish in 23rd. Tim Walsh 24th. 25th, Evan Gattuso. 26th was Harui Tashimi. She finished one lap down to the leaders. Also the same for Jackson Braun. He finished 27th. Zach Buchanan finished a lap down in 28th. Sean Henley a lap down in 29th. And Ryan Wayne a lap down in 30th. Rest of these cars end up retiring out of the race. Jack Richards, of course, his engine let go on him on lap 17. A tough break for him. He'll retire from the race in 31st position. And then the rest of these drivers were involved in that wreck that occurred back on the 5th lap of this race. Max Skinner, Dunn LaPrade, Alexander Dawson, Dylan Poteet, Brandon Bain, Charles Jackson, Anthony McCurry, David Rochester, Luke Martin, Seth Cole, and Philip Wynn. So Trent Dunham wins this race. Let's go back for the burnout. So Trent Dunham is going to come down. He's going to get the checkered flag here at Daytona, as he certainly has gotten a great start to this season. He now is handed the checkered flag by the NNSCRA official. And the first race of the National Guard Custom Car Series belongs to Trent Dunham, as that race car is going to do some burnouts in the grass area, mess up that beautiful Daytona design there. But Trent Dunham, he certainly earned that win. He kind of was a stay-in-the-shadows driver all day long until the very end there. And what a win. What a win for Trent Dunham. Now Trent's going to take the left-hand turn, but it's not to the garage area. It's to victory lane. Trent Dunham's going to win this thing, as he's now going to put that car in the victory circle. And what a great job for Trent Dunham, as he wins the Daytona 500 here in the National Guard Custom Car Series. Let's take a look now at your official standings heading into next week's race. So Trent Dunham will come into next week's race with a 5-point advantage over Christopher Martin. Rick Jarrett will be 15 points back. He's tied actually for third with Brad Smith. Jake Cole's going to be 5th. Mike Dawson, because of leading the most laps, he got some bonus points there, and that's going to move him up to 6th in the standings. Leo Rogers 7th, Aaron Williams 8th, Jake Rogers 9th, and Pichu, I don't know if he led a lap or not. I'm just trying to see here. Yeah, Pichu led 3 laps, and pole sitter RJ Bansma did not. So Pichu, even though he finished 11th, the bonus points moves him up to 10th in the standings. RJ Bansma will be 11th. Then you got Barney Ward. He'll be 12th in the standings. Ben Ward 13th. Zohar Manood 14th rather. Ryan Cooper in 15th. Then it's Jason Collard 16th. Leah Walker 17th. Red Bell in 18th. T.O. Bain 19th. And 20th in the standings is Jake Baskinger. We'll take a look at the rest of the standings. These are drivers that they're going to probably need some good runs next week, as they are between 78 and 137 points behind points leader Sean Henley, but certainly anything could happen next week. And there you see Seth Cole and Philip Wynn. Definitely they need good runs next week, as they find themselves 140 and 143 points out of the lead respectively after a tough break here today. Alright, so this race is completed. Trent Dunham wins the race. He'll take the points lead into next week's event, which will be from Phoenix. So I hope you'll tune in for that. You've been watching the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best.